To the session. Session 9 of Minerva's Cradle 2.0. It's been a long road, but we got here to nearly double figures, which is good. As I said, this is going to be a campaign that just runs and runs and runs, and we'll see how long it takes for people to either die or you to actually do what you're supposed to do. But it's not really a narrative campaign. It's not really. It's kind of. I kind of run my campaigns half and half, like the half narrative and half not sort of thing. So. I think Star Wars is the first one when we've gone completely narrative, and Driftwood's the first one where we've just done, there's a sandbox, let's see what happens, sort of thing, And this is kind of a mixture of both. Yeah, this is kind of a mixture of both. So we'll see where we go. Star Wars will be back next week. I think we might do it bi-weekly now, to be honest with you. Because it tends to... What I find is with sessions that are bi-weekly, they seem to mean more, so people come and then they're really invested. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh my god, because when I'm going to hope we get to do this week because we're not going to be here for another 2 weeks, that sort of thing. Whereas if it's next week, you're thinking, well, we can just finish this next week's,
Yeah, the only problem is that like if someone does cancel on the week that it happens, it'll be like a whole month.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty. And with people in BOD, that's a very strong possibility. But just nothing I can do about that. To be honest with you. Can't control it, so yeah, if that happens then it happens, but I might do it bi-weekly. I'll try and get it done every week, but when I came to it this week and it was like, okay, let's do we'll just do Star Wars on Sunday, I was like, I'm not doing roleplay for 6 hours. No, you know what I mean? I was like, well, why the fuck should I? No, I'm not doing that. So yeah, we're doing just Minerva this week. And now is everyone here, or are we missing people? We're missing people, I think.
We're missing Dan Darnold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but last I knew he was on the fence, or is he actually gonna?
I think he said he was gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
Send him a message. I think he liked the thing, didn't he?
Yeah.
We all like the thing.
Yeah, he liked the thing. We didn't all like the thing. Jacob didn't like the thing.
Jacob is never on Facebook, so it doesn't really matter either way.
Yeah.
It's basically the Facebook phantom. He's on there, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's some like sort of ethereal social media presence.
because
Why are you just now saying rest in peace, Alistair?
I've been saying it all the time. You guys just don't always notice.
Okay, he died. Get over it. God.
Well, I notice it sometimes, like if it's a situation where he may have murdered someone, and then you're like, oh, rest in peace, something like
If
that.
I said it every time he might have murdered somebody.
Yeah.
That's all I would say.
Well, my point is usually it's something that makes us think of Alistair before
Yeah.
you say that. Like, today it's just like, right away, rest in peace.
Well, he was saying, as Dean was talking, is when I put that. And he was like,
I've got to admit that there are some characters who I feel bad about killing off, and Alistair was not one of them. It was just like,
ouch. Ouch.
okay. No, because he was an asshole. I mean, let's be honest, he was a bit.
He was, but at least at that point, he gave a shit about the crew. The old Alistar would have literally smashed that ship into the other ships just to take someone down with him.
I wasn't getting that at all. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't getting that at all.
The only reason that you died instead of trying to save yourself was because you rolled badly, wasn't it?
Well, no, I was trying to save myself and the whole ship. I was trying to get out of there. Had it been Alistar, like at the beginning of the first Minerva campaign, when he was I think he was the worst asshole back then. Because he's gotten better. He got a bit better from that.
Not better enough.
But no, had it been like right off the bat there, he would have just said fuck it and smashed that ship into the other ones. And just taken down as many people with him as possible. Whereas this way, he actually tried to save the ship. So you guys could have it.
Cool.
He assumed he would survive, but he did want to save the ship rather than just fuck it, I'm gonna take everyone down with me.
Yeah, when I say it didn't feel bad, normally I feel bad because the character's quite a good person who's trying to help people, whereas I was like, well, I feel bad because the only reason I felt bad is because it's your character, and I always feel bad about killing friends' characters off when I have to, and I generally only do it when I have to. When it's like literally, I've given them like every chance to re-roll this, and the dice have spoken. This character is dead.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So,
you kept giving me chances, and I kept rolling and kept rolling. And I rolled 3 crits in a row. And just at that point, I'm just like,
the setting has spoken. This character has lived.
There was no say. And it's sad, but he got 2 full campaigns and a good portion of the third.
The only time I've ever done it, like when the dice haven't fucked somebody, is with probably wasn't Stan, it was Syllable. And that's because he literally had 1 HP, and then he tried to do this insane thing, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then rolled, and what was it, like a 99 or natural 1 or something?
Something just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But his action did save, save people.
Inadvertently, he saved millions. Yeah, saved millions.
Yeah. So.
And the moped came back and saved the day.
Yep.
So what's everyone been doing this week? Like, what's everyone been up to? In terms of, I don't know. If somebody speak up, I'm not picking someone. Although I will.
I've been out twice this week, which is I've not done since last year, and I'm in pain.
Wow.
Oh yeah. How was last night? Because
it was good. I was just much too sober for it. This is the first time I've been out since first year where I wasn't at least somewhat drunk when I left. I'm just not used to being around people sober, which was odd. Tristan got drunk and high. Jasmine got incredibly drunk and a bit high.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, it was a good night.
Okay.
I'm just so tired.
Anyone else?
I have been.
It's also a good opportunity to test your mics out by doing this. Is why. Sorry, Chance. I was looking at a technique video for online role playing stuff like that. And apparently, one of them is that you go around the group and see how people are doing at the start, and it tests the mic out without actually going everyone speaking to your microphones. I think so. Yeah, go on, Chance. What are you up to?
I have been working, and I got back into World of Warcraft, so I've been doing that.
Oh, what have you done?
Yeah, I know. I got the itch to play, and yeah. Anyways, I've been waiting on this company to see if I got this job. I should hear back tomorrow. They said 1 to 2 weeks, and it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah.
And luckily, they said they'd notify me whether I got it or not. So at least I'll know.
Oh yeah, because sort of you had the interview, didn't you?
Yeah. 2 weeks ago tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago tomorrow. So, yeah. I thought it went well, so I'm hoping that I get it, but you never know. Someone might have been better than me.
Fingers crossed.
Yep, basically.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I've just been working and playing Heroes of Might and Magic pretty much. Finished this essentially, but that's it. My life's not very interesting at the moment. I've just been ill all week, so ill since Valentine's Day last Sunday. So still.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. That's only Sam and Alice left, isn't it? So, if whoever wants to jump in, can do that.
I've mainly been getting sort of the final year project work done. Because it's last week I found this really interesting result. So my supervisors were like, oh yeah, go do stuff with this. Yeah. It's proved nearly impossible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's why? But that's just how it is.
Sam? Hello?
Yes.
See, now this is why we do this. Okay, there we go. About to say.
No, I was muted because I'm eating.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a whole lot, just working and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not too interesting right now.
All right.
Work.
I've basically been doing university work all day, every day, pretty much. Because dissertations don't write themselves, apparently. You know, I was hoping that wouldn't be the case, but there you go. Been on roleplay front, we've been redoing Driftwood, been writing all that again, because the setting changed by the players doing things last time. So, because it's a sandbox, every single time we do a new season of Driftwood, the world will change depending on what they've done, what they haven't done. They didn't break it. No, they didn't break it. Well, although there are a few things that were meant to be big factors in the campaign, but they like weren't. So I've given them, like, you know, taken them out a little bit. And there are a few things that I really wanted to be in the campaign, but I didn't get time to do, that I'm really going to push to the forefront of the new campaign. Dragons, for instance, because having a Western steampunk and dragons, something no one's really done before. So I really want to do that and push it in there. And I've never really done anything with dragons before. They've turned up in different campaigns, but they never actually do anything. You never actually
Except for when
fight
they killed Block.
Yeah, but you don't actually fight them. You know, you just go, oh shit, that's a dragon, walk in the opposite direction. Yeah. So there's that. Been playing XCOM 2, and I got to the 16-hour mark and decided this is getting boring. Somehow. Yeah. I got
Sucks.
Yeah, it does, because I was going into thinking, yeah, it's going to be awesome. Then I realised the actual strategy part of the game, when you're in your ship just doing things, is really shallow. You know, you just do this, that, and the other. Upgrade this, okay, fine. And then the actual battle part is really cool, but there's only so many times you can do it. It's like, you know, after like the 30th time, you're like, you know, it's a slog, because, you know, people might die in every single mission, which is really cool, but then again, it's kind of like, okay, well, after like 30 times, it's like, that's all you've got, you know? So, that's unfortunate. I want to get Dragon Age done this week, finally, thank fuck, and start a new game, hopefully. And I want to see what the Division's like too. Apparently that's really good, so I might get that, but we'll see. I've been playing GTA Online, which is also very good, frustrating at times because it's not very well made at all. But
You have it on PC?
yeah.
Oh, so do I. I've been looking for someone to play with.
Oh, well, come on with us, man. Cool. Like, we're literally looking for people to join the crew at the moment. Like we've got 3 people. We need 4, and then we can do heists constantly and just rack up money. We want to buy a yacht and put strippers on it.
Of course.
Why not?
Of course.
Well, it's GTA, you know.
And then stab them afterwards.
And then stab them afterwards, yeah. And throw their bodies off the side of the boat. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing this week. So, last week, we'll start the session proper. Last week we had... well, actually, we've got to start with... who was not here last week? Frost and Caesar were not here, I think?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Okay. Right, well, you guys are actually on Saiyan still, because you were detained. Subject FR057 was actually detained. And Caesar was detained too for shooting at the shuttle as it tried to escape. Caesar, you were let off with a warning. You were basically told by the planetary command to retrieve Frost at a designated time, and you'd be under house arrest until that time. But all of your background stuff checked out. You know, you're a legit mercenary. You're not like, you know. And as far as you're concerned, and them too, like, you had reasonable justification for firing on it in the confusion. You know, basically they got you like a lawyer in, and the lawyer's like, you know, look, you just need to say that you were confused in the height of battle and you're protecting somebody and you just fired on this ship that was fleeing the scene, you know. And You're not stupid, you know. So that's what you said, and you got out of trouble that way. But you're basically in an apartment that that's been rented to you by Same Command. It overlooks the massive lake that's it's like basically a sea that's on the center of the planet. And a few days ago, you actually, well, not a few days ago, like probably a day ago, there was a large explosion on the other side of the lake that just illuminated the lake in the evening, and there's been a lot of smoke coming from the other side of the lake, just drifting over and blowing over. So yeah, there's been a heightened security around the place and people sweeping through. You've had about 7 sweeps already today. People just checking who you are and why you have weapons and stuff. But you're basically waiting for Frost to be cleared through planetary command so that you can get out, because they didn't know. This guy's just nearly exploded everywhere. So
yeah, okay, sounds fair.
So, what do you want to do? Because you're basically in the apartment, not doing very much, just chilling out.
Well, so I presume just like by myself waiting for Fred to be released. So I'd just be like chilling out.
Yeah. All right.
I'd guess I'd just be waiting for him. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. We can do that.
Okay.
Fred.
The GM will be the only person who actually calls you by your actual name, Frost, and like that'll be quite a nice thing to do. So Frost, you are escorted back to the habitat, the apartment in which Caesar is chilling out, and you open the door, and you basically been told in non-certain terms that you saved a lot of people. But also, like, they needed to keep you under quarantine to make sure you were okay and you weren't going to have a certain relapse and burn a city down. You've been pretty much near comatose the entire time, even though you've been awake. You've been like just,
he wouldn't have spoken at all the entirety of the time.
No,
he would have just, as much as possible, been huddled in a corner.
So they can't keep you because you've not technically done anything wrong. You were defending people, and so they've just decided. Well, this is the information you have. They've just decided in front of you, because they think you're just a mute retard, probably, to give you back to Caesar and to get you on your way, so you're off the planet and you're out there. That you're somebody else's problem. So you're being escorted back to the apartment.
Well, if he's since they're letting him go, he's going along with it and he's not resisting. He's just every time they touch, he's still a bit nervous. So, like, the air around him is going to be quite cold as they're walking.
Sounds good.
Would you say frosty?
Yes, actually, I would.
All right. So they open the door to the habitat, and they quickly usher you in. And Caesar, you see Frost get pushed in through the door, and 2 planetary guards. Basically, you're in Kevlar armor, to come in with their assault rifles. And there's like, both of you need to be off-world in the next 6 hours. We booked your transport on the first ship out, alright? It's only gonna take you to the interplanetary platform above the planet. How many times can I say planet in a sentence? But that's where you're going. Alright, so give me a couple of hours, and then get your shit, get onto the holodeck on the top of the building.
It's not a problem. We'll be able to move on from there. So, and we'll be out of your hair soon. So, thanks for everything.
They just leave and close the door. But you can see, Caesar, your perception as a mercenary, you always check sight lines and little details and things. And you can see when the door closes, you can see the shadows of their feet on the other side of the door. So they've stayed there on either side of the door.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything to Fred. I'm just going to kind of watch him and see what he's going to do. Because I don't want to make any sudden moves and scare him.
He's kind of just gone to a corner of the room and sat down, and he's kind of mumbled sorry a few times as he's kind of been there.
So he's just going to get up from the couch that he's sitting on and walk over to the corner and kind of crouch down in front of him and just see whether he responds.
He just kind of looks up at you and mumbles sorry again.
You okay, Fred? Did they do anything to you? Because if they did, you need to tell me. I will sort it out.
He shakes his head.
Okay, well that's a relief at least. No one's going to die today. Okay, well I guess we should send a message to Mara. So I'll get on that. You stay here, and if you need anything, just come and get me. So, and I'll head back to the couch and send Mara a message to say that we're heading up to the interplanetary platform, and we need
Okay.
convoying off from there.
You get a ping back, just saying Guardian engine enabled, unable to comply with the request, and gives you a set of coordinates.
Okay. I'll beam those to Mara then.
That's from what you know. That's from Mara, but it's
Okay.
It's in very technical speak. Like that's not sent from a person. You can tell. It's like one of those emails that you get that's obviously from a bot. You know. It's so it's not sent from a person.
Okay. I just kind of presume it was Silas.
No. I mean, it comes back to you like, and you can tell it's the ship rather than Silas. Even Silas is very human. He's a human with the consciousness of Mara's former brother, but he's still an AI, so he doesn't really have any. He sort of knows who he was, but he doesn't like. It's not like he's lost being human. It's not like he's gone, okay, I was a human and now I'm an AI. No, it's basically. Has anyone ever played Mass Effect? Spoilers, but like.
I have not.
Well, you should have. So, you can sort of become an AI at the end, but it's not really you. It's just an AI representation of you with your consciousness and your memories and stuff. But it doesn't actually identify as the continuation of you. If you know what I mean? And that's the same thing that Silas is basically.
I see. Okay. Alright then. I guess. I don't know. I guess. I mean, we've been given instructions from the guards, and Caesar would be under the pretense that he'd just be waiting until they get the go-ahead to go off-world. So.
Oh no, you got the go-ahead. As soon as you get onto the top roof, they'll just ship you out.
Okay.
You've got your own shuttle. You'll be driving your own interplanetary transport. You know.
Cool. Okay. All right. So I'll get that response from Mara, and then just turn to Fred and say, "Are you ready to go, or do you need a minute?"
He's gonna nod, and then get up slowly.
Sorry, David, you cut out.
He nods and then gets up slowly.
Okay. All right. I'll head over to the door in front of Fred, just to kind of screen him from the guards.
Okay. You can open
Is
it.
the door? Is it automatic, or do I have to open?
No. You just basically wave a hand in front of a sensor and it opens.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay. The guards just turn around and look at you to come out, and they just sort of go in a direction down the corridor.
We're going to head out now. So I'll keep a close eye on our subject here.
The guy just
he won't cause you
behind his
trouble.
visor, just like, I'm sure you won't take offence if we make sure you get on your transport properly.
No, by all means, follow us up.
So
keep your distance, maybe.
They definitely do that. Like 5 or 6 paces behind, and always with you can again your mercenary perception. You can see that their fingers are on the triggers of their guns. They're not behind the trigger, so they're not. You know what I mean? They're not just trying to scare you with the guns. Like they're literally ready to shoot at any one time.
Okay, that's fair. We'll head up, I guess, to the roof.
Yeah.
Presume we'd know how to get there.
Yeah. They sort of direct you from behind, and you can get up there, and there is the transport right there. It's like it's basically a small cruise transporter. It's only got a capacity of 2, so farmers use it to go from holding to holding in the system. It's got a mini hawking engine in the back, so it can do jumps from place to place. Short ones, but say if you've got farming products on 2 different worlds in the same system, you can jump from planet to planet with this.
Okay.
So basically, all this shuttle is meant to do is get you to your ship, so you can fuck off, basically.
Okay, cool. I'll head in and key in to get ready to go then. Strap into the seats and tell Frost to sit down. Fred to sit there.
He does that. He sits down, straps himself in.
Alright.
And I'll
The air gets a bit warmer now that he's away from the guards.
Cool. Caesar's happy about that. So, do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, just the one. Just the one perception roll will be fine.
Just the one. That's not good.
It's good enough. No one's trying to stop you from getting away, you know, and
No, I was trying to.
yeah, and there's nothing in your way. You're literally just going vertically up into the sky, so it's not a big deal. So you have a bit of trouble. You sort of like, you know, stall a little bit as you're going up, and then you go backwards more than you need to. But you head up in the general direction of up, you know. So
Okay.
there's no problem. And you break Atmo, and you what do you want to do?
I might send another ping tomorrow or the ship just to say that we've breached Atmo and we're on our way to the docking station, and that I've got subject FR 057 with me.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, Caesar quite likes the silence, and he wouldn't really want to disturb Fred, so he's just gonna take this time to keeping thoughts to himself, really, I guess, until we get there.
After a few minutes, you get a ping back again. Basically, and it just says GE1 Wake class Altor, and it gives you like a ping at a certain point.
Okay. Is that meant to mean anything to Caesar?
How familiar is he with interplanetary, like space flight? How familiar is he with it? I mean, I know you've been.
Not very.
Okay.
Like he'd know about the concept, but that wouldn't mean anything to him.
Okay. That's fine. So, okay, I'd say you can sort of you're not stupid, you know. So when you think about awake, you know, you're thinking, okay, it means something's gone somewhere or whatever. So you think, well, I should probably go there and just ping them again, see what happens or something. You know, that's the conclusion you draw as the guy with your kind of background, just from what I know in the campaign, you know, from what you've done.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll guess I'll do that then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll head over and ping them again once we're closer to the station.
Okay. So you ping them again, and you just see there's this basically like this when you see on the front page. Are you all on the right page? Yes, you are. Good. You see something like this thing here, just like swimming there, just like, you know, sort of thing. And it sort of looks like something that's been stitched together. Do you know what I mean? Weirdly, looks like something like that, and then come back in again, like, and it's just like, you know, like it's been attacked.
Oh, okay. Caesar's gonna turn to Fred and ask him whether he knows what the hell that could be, because he hasn't got a response from Mara, and it looks a bit odd.
He's gonna kind of Frost. It kind of reaches out with it, tries to reach out with the channeling a bit.
Mm-hmm.
His channeling power.
Is it?
Just to kind of get a feel from it.
I'm trying to think. I don't think it's anything to do with channeling, so I don't think you'd feel anything. No, you feel like a reverberation of power, but that's about it. You know, you can feel, you know, the ship around you, and you can sort of feel the space station a couple of clicks away. It'll take you about an hour to fly there, but you don't really feel anything else.
He looks at Caesar, shrugs, and says, "There's some power thing. It's strong," and then he just kind of gets quiet.
I might have seen something like this before. I mean, this could be like one of those gates that we saw previously, but I don't know. I guess we should head to the station and see whether we can find any sign of them there, and then if there's nothing, then I suppose we should go and check this out, because it certainly does look interesting.
Let's switch to the other guys now. You've just made a manic getaway from the last session, basically. From Lucia's last job for you to protect her at another summit before she left. Caesar and Frost couldn't come with you because obviously they were being detained. But the job's done. But yeah, Mara, you're on the bridge and you know something's not right, like at all. Because, you know, this last jump was not. It was different.
Do you think I'm used to it enough by now to realize what happened?
Yeah, because last time this happened, Alistar died, so.
Really?
Yeah.
He died after.
Yeah, but it was a direct result of you going in there and then coming out again. It was in the same session when he did that. So.
But I didn't think it had anything to do with it, though.
Well, it happened at the same time, so, you know.
Okay.
That's what you're thinking. But the last time this happened, we were, you know, bad things occurred afterwards.
Okay. I don't think she'd relate that to it, but I'm going to ask Silas if he understands this yet, like what is going on, why does this keep happening?
He's screaming again. Basically, that's all he's doing. He's just wailing and screaming, like an electronic scream. And he sends you a message saying, it's in text saying, "Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm not in pain. That's just how it sounds."
Okay.
Everything's going haywire, and I don't know what the fucking hell's going on.
Okay. And I'm gonna assume that Lucy is still in the med bay because she got like shot a bunch of times.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this went well.
And
Maybe not alive.
Alice is in the med bay.
Yeah, Alice almost died.
Yeah, that went well.
you can discuss this when you meet each other, if you meet each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to get a handle on where everyone is on the ship. So I'm just gonna call Shirk, I guess, because he's the only one not in the med bay right now.
I'm thinking he's cuddling with somebody at the moment, but we'll see. What are you doing?
I was gonna say he wants to be in the med bay, but like I mean, if this just happened, like he's probably just now getting off the gun, because that's where he was when we made the jump. So,
We're on
I
a
guess
ship alone with 3 women. What will you do?
I guess Shirk will make his way to the bridge just to see, like, kind of check in on everyone, make sure everyone's okay.
One of whom is imaginary, one of whom is a guy, and one of whom is related to him. So, you know, weird either way, to be honest with you. One of whom is imaginary and played by me. So, that's just, yeah. You go back up to the bridge, Shurk, and from what you were saying, what you said you were going to do? We'll go back to the med bay.
Yeah, he's gonna check on everyone. Like, I mean, his main focus is on Lucia, but I mean, there are others on the ship too that he.
So, Alice, I
close
take
to.
it you're on the bridge.
No, I'm in the med bay because I got like really
Bleeding.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So Mara, Shurk, you look outside the window. Oh, you can do whatever you want to do. Actually, I'm jumping ahead. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna say,
Look out the
we're
window.
back.
Do you know where we are?
No, and Silas has Silas still doesn't know what's going on. And
Great. Is the ship operational, or
is it?
Can we move at all? Like,
Yeah, if
Or
you
we
want to
just
test the
stuck?
controls out, you can.
Yeah, I'll test out something small first.
What, like the windscreen
Yeah,
wipers?
No, like basic movement, like not trying to jump or anything, just kind of like.
Oh no, I didn't think you'd do that. Yeah. You just pitch the ship forward and you go forward like,
Okay.
normal. Then you put the thrusters on, you go forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, well, we can move, but...
That view brings the ship, because you were like this, and then you sort of did that, and then move forward a little bit, but that view is taking you into the view of... there seems to be like a multiple suns here, like all like just casting their visage over what you can only actually describe as a graveyard of ships that look just like the Ultor. Like you can see like similar markings and similar twisted pieces of metal all over the place. There are literally trillions of these things, so much that the light from all the stars is twinkling in and out of the debris that's being flown around.
Are the shields operational? Like, are they up right now?
Yeah. They're being buffeted all the time by debris and stuff, but it's not enough to get through them.
Alright. Yeah, sure, it's gonna say tomorrow. I would do some scans of the area, see if you can pick up anything. You know, if there's anything that goes wrong, call me over the intercoms, I'll come. But I kinda wanna get down to the med bay.
Okay.
So, yeah, just let me know what happens. And Shirk's gonna, like, kind of bow a little bit and start walking fast out of the bridge.
Okay. So, you basically,
Oh, I'm gonna tell Shirk on his way out, don't tell Lucia about this. I think, you know, that might be bad. She's unconscious, but still.
Yeah, he'll give a nod.
I'd rather her not know.
Round the corner.
Alright. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a handle on where we are.
Okay. So what do you want to look at? I mean, there are things on your ship that can tell you where you are.
Just, I don't know, what I use for navigation normally.
Yeah. You got like a little panel saying you what system you're in and what, you know, and that's just like a line. That's basically what it is. It's just a line and like a bunch of like gobbledygook text and then just like a dot, just dotting.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm assuming that Silas is going to be of no help since everything's just going crazy.
Yeah, he's basically like, yeah. He's a foreign body in the ship, so, you know.
Yeah. So, I guess I'll see if I can find anything around us.
Okay. Do a perception roll. Yeah, you can see there's like what look like shooting stars going between different pieces of debris. Things like that, just, you know.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll just drive over to it. Or fly over to it, whatever.
It's gonna take a while. Like, without jumping, it'll take you years. You'd think to get to one of those places.
Okay. Can I bring up the coordinates for a place I know about and try to jump there?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Just do normal perception roll.
Is that normal or
Yeah.
am I piloting one?
You're piloting one.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a crit. While I'm already here, what does that mean?
Oh no.
Basically, you try and jump, and you get a flash message on your overhead just saying Guardian engine on cooldown, not ready, and it's basically a denial message. Whole ship would go and then it's go.
Okay. Does it give any indication of when it will be ready?
You got 5 minutes and 19 seconds, but it reset when you did that because it fired the engine up again and it's not ready yet, so it goes back to 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, then I'll wait.
Okay. You can see outside your window, two of the like stars are like detached and they started like aligning in the center of your vision, and they're slowly getting bigger.
Of course.
Oh god. Well, I can't do anything, so I guess I'll just sit there and watch it happen.
Okay. So they get closer and closer and closer until you see two of the same beings that you saw a while ago, who were there when Alistar was in the ship, and they basically just slam down onto the hood in front of you of the Ultor, and are just looking at it, and looking through the. I'm gonna let you react to what you want to do when they do that.
I'm gonna close the viewing port thing when
Hi.
I get close. Yeah.
You basically just go. You just see this and you just go.
Nope.
It's like getting under the desk. It's like.
Yeah.
I want this.
I'm good.
I really wanted them to look up, and you're just like.
Nope.
And okay, Alice.
Yep.
You are under at the moment. You are like unconscious. I presume.
Yeah.
Like very unconscious. Yeah, you are getting a very familiar dream of the same man again, and he basically he's sitting in a room with you and like walking you. You're walking through stars, basically.
Yeah.
And he's just like got you around the shoulder, and yeah, you can ask him whatever you want. Actually, it's up to you. You get a real bad sense of foreboding.
Like, sort of, am I sort of like aware that I'm sort of dreaming that like
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
it isn't? Okay. Where are we?
He said, I don't rightly know. It could be anywhere in space. It's your mind that put us here. I'm just controlling what we're doing. He's like looking around.
Hey, does it look sort of familiar to me, or sort of?
You can see. He basically says, "We're in your dream. All I can do is just affect me and you, like now." And he's like magics like a cocktail into his hand. It's like a cosmopolitan with like an umbrella in it, and he starts drinking it.
Motherfucker.
Can I have one of those?
He says, "But of course," and he gives you one and a pineapple with like a,
Nice.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
No. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I am having a wonderful time.
Alright. So he says, so what happened? I assume you went to Relic, like I suggested?
Yes. Yeah. We went to Relic. We met a sort of lawkeeper. I think he said he was called something like that. Who sort of told us sort of about you, a bit about me, and then sort of we couldn't stay too long. But we sort of visited, and your scooter is actually on the ship now.
He says, really? I was wondering why I was able to come here so strongly. So he basically just sits there thinking. He says, I'll be honest, I thought you called me into your dream because of where you are right now.
I don't know, sort of, maybe I did accidentally. I mean, sort of, I think I almost died just now, so.
So that would be the fate of many of my children, yes. To be honest.
You mean, sort of, they tend to die in sort of painful ways?
Often hilarious, yes.
Oh, I don't know whether I'm reassured.
He said, "Oh, they barely feel any pain." I believe the last one was atomized on impact. He made a lovely stain.
Ah, that's good to know.
But yeah, he basically says, "Listen, you know what I am, okay? My kind were here aeons ago to wipe the galaxy clean and take all the resources and slaves that they wanted. I stayed behind to help the races that now rule this galaxy. You are essentially where I used to live right now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to wake up, you need
Yeah.
to go to the bridge, and
Yeah.
you need to make sure that you can get out of here. I can't help you here.
Okay.
This, from what I'm sensing, this is a place the Vanguard's called the Graveyard. This was the last bastion of hope for all the people, all of the Empire of Earth. They finally found the secret of the Guardian engine to enter into other dimensions, which are the same engine that my kind uses to get from their dimension to this one, to take their slaves. I chose to help humanity. I chose to stay here and give them the secret of the Guardian engine, and as far as I know, your ship has the last one that's in the possession of humanity. How you keep working it, I don't know, but you need to find out, and find out soon, and you need to get the hell out of here.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right, he just jolts you awake, and you wake up, and you are in a bad way. Like, you are not.
Yeah.
You know, you are just feeling really not good. But Mara, you've closed the viewfinders. Have you? You've closed the.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Alice, what do you want to do then? You wake up and you look over and you see Shuruk just he's literally like reading a poem to Lucia, who's like unconscious. He's basically just going, "Roses are red."
I thought you were gonna say like Madonna lyrics or something.
No.
I made it through the wilderness.
And it just goes, "Roses are red, violets are blue. I really, 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 really want to fuck you." And he's like, looks at the thing. Yeah. And he's got like a really you can tell, like, because his intelligence is really low, he really thinks that's insanely romantic what he's just done there. so he sort of gets the paper and he's just like, that sort of thing. And then he basically sees you, like, just looking at him.
I'm just gonna sort of try and get Mara on comms.
Okay. Shuruk, roll intelligence for me, just to.
Oh fuck! Come on. All right, hold on. Nope.
Okay, so you think that Alice is gonna call Mara and tell her what she's just seen, because obviously she thinks it's really funny. So you're just like,
oh god, don't tell Mara. Don't tell Mara.
I'm not going to tell her.
Don't. You're not?
No.
Oh. Well, good. Thank you. Don't tell anybody. Keep
I
this
won't.
to
Now, sort of
yourself.
hurry up and finish.
Well, phrasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shurik's gonna just kind of go, how are you feeling? You don't look well.
I feel woozy now. Just yeah. Please, I've got to like get a message to Mara.
Oh, go ahead. She's knocked out. She's asleep.
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
go up to the bridge.
Yeah. Okay. Mara.
Yes.
We should probably be leaving here soon.
I'm doing my best. I'm waiting. Like, I tried to earlier, but then the engine had to cool down, and now there are things on our hood, and like, how long do I need to wait? Out of care.
Now about 6 minutes.
6 minutes, and then I can try again.
Okay. I'm gonna try and go down to the engine and try and like save us some time.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I think we really have to go.
Okay. Go for it.
Yep.
You get down there. Why didn't you do 10 intelligence rolls?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Where's my intelligence roll? This is gonna go so well. Okay, intelligence 4. I'll just roll like a block of 4, then a block of 2.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad, except
Wow.
for the 290s.
So pass.
Pass, fail.
Oh, pass, fail, pass. Fail,
intelligence.
pass, fail. And
Crit,
pass.
crit.
Okay, so you managed to shave it down to 1 minute.
Okay.
Because you're basically going through all the settings and stuff. You can't get to the Guardian engine. It's like behind, lock and key, way underneath you. But you can make sure that you basically switch all the other engines to cooldown mode, which basically puts all of the coolant into the one remaining engine, which you can't access, but it's way below you. And when you're going down there, you could swear you can hear voices, like talking below you. It's like all just like literally nearly shouting at each other. It's like a cacophony of voices rather than one or two. Like thousands of people just talking.
Can I like make out anything like particular that they're saying? Or?
Would you recognize Latin?
I probably sort of recognize it, but like not understand it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, so you probably recognize it. It's basically the language of the old empire, the empire there.
Okay. But you say sort of this is like going down to the engine.
Yes, it's down below you. It's almost like the floor's talking, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Okay. Is there any like hatch or anything that I can like go down and like explore further?
No. Not that you can see.
In which case, I'm just going to sort of shake my head and like head back up. I must still be like, pretty injured.
Okay, so Mari, you got like 1 minute, and you can basically see 4 dots of light in the where the shutters close, and it's basically like 4 fingers have just gone into the shutters, and they're just like doing this. You're trying to pull it apart.
Well, I'm gonna kind of follow the shutters like to the side as they're like being pulled apart, because I do not want.
Yes,
don't want to look at
the
that
godlike
thing.
beings will never get to look around the corner. That's just go.
Well, that's.
You could just
first
leave
reaction.
the bridge. It's up to you. I mean, you could do whatever you want.
But I have to jump in a minute,
Yeah, you do.
so I'm definitely not gonna look at it because I remember seeing Alistair do that and he went unconscious. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to do my best to avoid like eye contact with them until I'm able to jump, and then I'll just try and jump.
All right. Finally, the shutters are come open, And I'll let you like walk onto the bridge as these shutters like fly open, and you basically see this one guy. It looks like all of his skin's like cracked and stuff, but like he almost looks like he's made of a mountain that's got like lava underneath it, and basically it's just shining through, and he's got like pits of fire for eyes, and he just like looks at you and just, like his eyes just sort of squint. Because he basically, you know. You know full well that this guy could be related to you somehow. Do you know what I mean? Because you know, you never know. I mean, you don't know how many vanguards there are left. So he's like looking at you, like recognizing something in you, like because you're getting an exchange of power here. Like he's almost giving you like a psychic handshake, and basically he can read your molecular structure down to the base cells. You can like just read them and split them apart if he wants, but he's reading them at the moment.
Yeah.
He's not stopping you from moving around. He's just...
Okay. I'll sort of like. Well, sort of. He hasn't immediately killed me, so
no, he's just confused.
Yeah. So like, I guess like I'll sort of approach hesitantly.
He basically goes down onto his haunches and just like puts his head against the glass, and you can sort of see the glass starting to melt on the outside as he just like. Is it considering you, sort of thing?
Poorly.
I'm gonna like sort of copy him, maybe. I don't know. I'm getting a very like sort of Jane Tarzan vibe going on. Yeah. So like I'll sort of like kneel down, like facing him, but you know, with like a bit of space between us.
You can feel the heat through the glass, like you know, and it's straining, and the glass is like positively straining or not breaking, and you can basically get the sense that he finally recognizes who you are, and you get a recognition of Alahara, and you also get a recognition of pure hatred as well. And his eyes just squint and they blaze white for a second. And Mari, you lucky people. Mari, you get you are now able to hit the button to immediately jump with the Guardian engine, and you do so. And the Guardian engine just whack the Guardian engine button, you know. And you actually don't do that. Actually, there is no lever to hit. But it basically you can see the countdown timer runs out. And you just got to specify a destination. You specify your destination, and you can see that there's like a voice that goes Guardian engine powering up, and you get like a and just as the guy he pulls his fist back to break through the glass, and you jump, you know, and go straight through him, and you literally like atomize this thing apart, because from what you can see on the outside, you haven't gone anywhere. You literally just pulled apart reality, and he was standing right there, and so he's just like screamed and gone, and a cataclysmic explosion has happened, and you've then sewn it up behind you as you come through, and you're just like the Altor is just like listing through space like this, just powerless, just, you know, wrecked nearly, just like floating like that, because it's been caught up in the explosion and then shut the explosion off behind it. So, and you can see behind you, if you look on the rear view cameras, you can see like something like this, just like ebbing there like that. It's been closed up again.
Well, that went well.
Okay.
I don't want to fly anymore.
I know, it's like using magic.
Alright, so Frost and Caesar, you get a ping. All of a sudden the Altor comes up on your radar. It's like unheard of for anything to do that. To just like appear. Normally you can see that the signature coming in because it's in FTL, and it just drops out and goes slower. Whereas this one has just gone.
Okay, Fred. Well, it looks like our friend's back. Let's go say hi. Let's do it.
Okay.
And I'll list the. I'll turn the ship around to head towards the course that they came in on, or I've seen them pinged on.
Right. You get there, and you can see that the ship itself is like badly damaged. And you're just like half its engine is spluttering, the other half are just off. Is it just like lifting like this in space, just like upside down? And you can see another one of these behind it.
Oh Christ. Okay. I'll try and get on comms with anyone at Mara. Shirk.
Yeah, you
Alice,
can
is anyone there?
get through. Mara, you can hear and stuff. You can see the
Caesar?
windscreen is cracked. It's like all cracked.
Good. Yeah, it's me. Are you guys okay? The ship looks pretty damaged. Where have you been?
I think we're okay now. Yeah.
Okay.
Fred
Can you
just
let
kinda looking
us
at the
dock?
clock.
Yeah. I guess I'll try to get the ship right side up or whatever.
Yeah, you can just like pitch it so it comes up right.
Cool. Then I'll try and maneuver around to the ship. See if I can dock.
Yeah, so you can do that. You can dock. You don't need much power to dock. You can just do that. It's fine. And you guys can get onto the ship.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get onto the ship. I guess Caesar would head straight up to the cockpit, the upper deck. I don't know about you, Frost, Fred.
Yeah, do this. He would do the same.
Cool. All right. We're just gonna look at each other without speaking and head up to the same location, knowingly.
Well, he's gonna kind of follow behind a little bit. He's not leading the way. Sure.
Okay, fair enough. Caesar leads away then. Okay, we're gonna head up to the cockpit flight deck. Is anyone there when we arrive? Would anyone be there?
Yeah. I mean, Alice and Mara are there just sitting down, just exacerbated slightly. You can see that the front viewpoint is like cracked and split and all over. And you can see a point where the glass actually deformed in the middle, because it's like that thick, like or like 5-6 feet thick. It's a massive plate of glass. That's actually ferroglass, so it's actually got like minerals in it that make sure it's clear to see through. Like it's not there, even though it's that thick. And it's split and cracked, and it's all melted in the middle.
Hey guys, what the hell did this? I mean, that shouldn't crack under any circumstances at all.
Has the character, has Caesar seen the beings yet?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Very much.
Well,
Ross goes over and like touches the glass where it's melted.
guess where we ended up once again.
Well, that explains the strange sort of ripples in space that I've seen. So I thought they looked familiar. Well, okay. I can understand the peril that you're in then. So I guess we should work about sort of dusting yourselves off and trying to fix things around here. Is Shuruk around?
He's in the med bay with Lucia.
Oh, for God's sake, those two. Okay, I better go have a word with them. I'm gonna head down to the med bay.
Okay. You find Lucia down there, and you actually walk in, and this time like Shuruk is cradling her like just like that, like her head's there and she's asleep, and he just like and the train said, "Yes, I can. Yes, I can." He's like,
Shuruk, what the hell are you doing? I've told you, this is not cool. I've told you before. Okay, you have to like not touch women when they're unconscious. That's not okay.
She almost died. She's been shot multiple times. I'm just trying to make sure she's okay.
Has she answered you yet?
Well, she's a bit unconscious.
Then it's not okay to touch her, Shurk. Okay, that's it. If she doesn't speak to you, then it's not cool.
But it's not in a bad way.
Come on. Just. I know. It's just the principle of the thing. I mean, if you were lying there, would you want me to cradle your head and tell you stories about trains? Is that what you want?
Well, that sounds nice.
Okay. I feel like I'm not going to get through to you, Shurk. So let's just step away from Lucia and let's head back up to the cockpit. She seems okay at the moment. She'll be fine.
Okay.
And we've got the ship monitoring her, so if anything changes, we can just come back down again.
Well, she should probably see a doctor.
We'll make sure she does soon. Okay, but first we need to talk to you.
Okay.
All of you.
He's gonna I don't know. He's gonna get up and kind of position the stuffed animal to her, kind of pet it, put the blanket over her, and walk out.
Caesar's gonna overtly sigh and roll his eyes and just walk out after him.
Okay. Okay. What else do you guys want to do? Anything else?
We're gonna head back up to the cockpit where everyone else is and see what's going on there. Transpired while I've been gone.
Okay. So you guys can see what's well, Shurk, you've not seen this before. So
he's gonna look at the glass and be like, "What the fuck? What did this?"
Whatever those things are that we keep seeing when we go to that weird fucking place. I don't know.
Oh, you ran into them after I went down to the medbay?
Yeah, 2 of them flew up and just sat on the ship. I closed the view thing, the shutters. And yeah, one of them pulled them open, saw Alice, and got very, very angry. But we managed to escape.
Well, it's lucky that we got out of there, but why did it get angry when it saw Alice?
I think it knew Alahara. Do you guys remember Alahara and the joy we had on Relic?
I recall.
I think sort of I don't know, maybe sort of thought I was Alahara, or I don't know. Then it got angry, but until then, it just seemed sort of curious.
Generally angry god thing.
Were you able to communicate with it at all?
Not as such, but I could sort of tell roughly what it was thinking, its motive. Well,
kind of telepathically or something.
I don't know, maybe sort of body language. I just had a feeling.
Okay. Well, let's hope we don't run into them anytime soon.
Second
we should probably land on planet somewhere. Get the ship fixed up and get Lucia to a doctor and restock before we head any further.
It's a good idea.
Mara, where are we at right now?
I don't know.
Well, we're not too far outside of Sam. We've just come from the planet, and we were hoping to meet you in the interplanetary dockland up here, but we didn't. We got a ping from the Altor, but we didn't get any response from you. So we kind of presumed, I presumed that you were out somewhere out of range, which you obviously were.
What did the ping say when you got it?
I mean, I couldn't decipher it, but I mean, here, and I'll show you the last message that I got from the altar. It's sort of that indecipherable something, Dean, that Caesar didn't really know what it meant, but sort of did.
And then I'll notice the where it says Guardian Engine thing, and then mention like, oh hey, Black Star. I did some research on them a while ago with Silas and got some information from Varys about them as well. They've been researching something called a Guardian Engine.
Am I within earshot of this?
Yeah.
I sort of like butt in and say, wait, Blackstar are sort of after a Guardian engine?
Avar kind of perks up when they're talking about Black Star and kind of he kind of retreated to the corner, but he's like still sad, but he's kind of inching towards you guys so he can hear better.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
Sorry, go on.
I was looking for proof that they were involved in the I can't talk right now. The assassination attempt, which I found, but while I was researching that, I stumbled across these emails as well that mention the Guardian Engine.
Very curious.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen readouts mentioning an engine before, and I presume that was the spec that we've got on the ship, but I have no idea what that means. I mean, having a ship with a drive with the capabilities of the Autor has, I can imagine, would be distinctly advantageous to Blackstar, but I don't know how they manufacture one. I mean, I've never seen anything like it at all with things like this.
You guys get a message over the comms saying, hello?
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 Sure, ears are gonna perk up.
Is everyone okay?
Shirk's gonna bolt down to the med bay.
This kid.
Okay.
This fucking kid.
Yeah, I'll just ignore the ping because Shirk's, taking care of it.
Avar's just kind of watching him go, like with his head tilted to the side. Just like, what?
Just like a confused.
You can just
hear
like
a confused dog.
Yeah.
Alright, I think you guys are in a desperate need of repairs.
Yeah.
You can't really jump in the current state.
There's a space station near us, right?
Yeah, you can limp toward that.
Alright. Then I shall. And since I'm not jumping, if I roll a double, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Thank
God.
Lucky bastard. Okay, so yeah, you basically make contact with the ship and you go with the station. You go straight in to the station, and you're probably gonna have to look at your inventory, how much money you've got, sort of thing.
Well, we never did get paid for the jobs.
You will do. You just gotta. I mean, the job involves getting her back home safely.
Oh wait, doesn't this job pay for fuel and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
And repairs, I think.
Yeah. Well,
That's right.
It's a good thing.
You're gonna have to ask. You're gonna have to ask Lucia for the account information and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll ask Alice to do that. Alice, would you mind getting the account info from Lucia so that we can get some repairs and supplies?
Shuruk is down there, but you can do that. It's fine.
But Shuruk has very low intelligence, and I don't know if I trust him to get accurate.
That's a reasonable.
And he's also like Lucia. He won't be thinking about being accurate with the information. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go down with him and ask Lucia.
Okay. We can do that
I'm just saying that because I think she likes Alice the best out of all of us. Besides Shirk.
Alice has the best dress sense.
Thank you. It means so much coming from rank.
Okay, well, yeah, Shirk's gonna go down there and like, I don't know, like cup her hand and ask if she's
God's
alright.
sake.
She's like, yeah, I'm fine, don't worry. Like, I'm fine.
Do you remember anything that happened?
And she looks at you and goes, I remember you jumping off the scaffolding with a big gun.
Yeah, I did that. But
And I remember something about a train, but I don't know. I've been having weird dreams.
No, there was nothing about a train. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. But yeah, you were shot.
It's like,
You
no.
Shh. You were shot multiple times, and yeah, we had to get out of there. It was a war zone, essentially. Yeah, we had to fight them off, and the ship is badly damaged, and you were badly damaged, and we need to make repairs on the ship and you.
Okay.
Essentially.
You need to make repairs on her. Okay. I'm glad I overheard that. That's good.
We're just gonna I'm just gonna say like she locks eyes with you and you lock eyes with her, and then we just like pan out of the room camera, and then the door just closes. So we'll leave that there. Leave the imagination to do what it will, and then because I like role playing, but I'm not role playing a kissing scene with you. That's not what's going on.
Oh, come on.
So okay, so who's gone down there to Alice? Right.
Yeah.
In fact, let's leave it up to Alice. Alice, you just open the door, and after like it's taking you a couple of minutes to get down there. So this basically happened as you guys were talking upstairs, because since Shuruk left the room straight away. So Alice, what do you see when you open the door?
I'm gonna just close it again.
Okay. So you just like open the door and just like
Just nope.
just like close the door again. Okay, fair enough.
I don't want to get involved in that.
You can wait for the allotted amount of time of 12 minutes and then open the door again if you want. It's up to you. I mean, you can.
Nah. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I suppose I can't realistically lock myself out of a med bay.
No. They didn't notice you, so you can knock on the door if you want. It's up to you. I mean,
No, sort of like I know sort of that this is sort of like deep and meaningful for Sherlock, so I'll just sort of let him I don't want to like embarrass him any more than I already have.
Okay. So yeah, you wait for a while, and Mara, you're getting a bit impatient now because you want to get your baby seen to, like, because she's limping and she's not feeling well, sort of thing, and you're just like, what are they talking about? Then they're probably talking about fucking dresses or whatever, because you're just not into that shit. So you're just like proper impatient with it. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna get Alice on comms. So, did you get that information yet?
Not yet, but we say it's definitely getting something.
Oh God. Oh God, I don't even want to know. Just let me know when you have it. Okay, hang up.
I'm not moving this along. You're gonna have to open the door again. I'm just gonna see you. I don't care.
Oh, damn it.
I didn't start this. This is none of this is on me. So You guys have to deal with it. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
The DM's trying to say it's not his fault.
I didn't do anything. I just put a woman on the ship, and one of you decided to try and sleep with her the entire time. It's not my fault. It's definitely not my fault.
Hey, hold on.
Women exist,
hold on.
man. Women that do exist.
Hold on.
So.
Hold on. You were the one who got it in your mind that he wanted to sleep with her. He just liked her. Okay. Ultimately, yes, he would like that. But
Yeah, no, he has a point. Like, he did rush down to see if she was alright, but then you were the one who was like, alright, and then the camera pans out, and, you know, then this, like... So that was on you.
To be fair, I also never said what they were doing. So, for all you know, like, Alice, you open the door and they're just playing tic-tac-toe in there. They're just, you know...
I've never heard
Admit
of
tic-tac-toe.
being called that.
Alice is just thinking.
In my head canon, they were just kissing. They kissed like once, and it was like no tongues. That's in my head canon anyway.
Okay. Well, like either way, you know, sort of like Alice doesn't want to like disturb their like special moment.
Tender moment, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like it's yeah. Although
you're getting the strong feeling that Mara doesn't give a shit about tender moments. And she just like wants to get the fucking ship scene too straight away.
Yeah, so...
Well, she made it sound like they were fucking, which Mara just doesn't want to hear about. So she says, let me know when...
Well, they might be. It's up to you know, I'll roll for it if you want. You know.
Roll for fucking. This is just getting better and better, guys.
Oh my god, it needs to be a 69.
All right, let's do a normal D20. That's what we normally do.
Oh, we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a thing.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Right. Well, I guess you know, she won't be walking normal anytime soon. So.
Oh god. So.
One thing led to another. Okay.
Yeah, one thing led to another. Well, it wouldn't have, but Alice like didn't close the door, and like, you know, and it's not like it's hard for me to say like it's a sex, but no, it's not really like that. It's more like, yo, Shurk, you don't even know what you're doing. You know what I mean? You're just like whatever. And so I wouldn't say that you guys have sex because that's a bit. You just wouldn't know what to do. Like you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what to kick. So yeah, it's just like a tender moment sort of thing. You know, you guys have a kiss and a cuddle, and you sort of like affirm your feelings to each other, basically, and basically it's out in the open how you feel. So it's fine. And after you've done that, she says to you, says I've actually got something for you, like because she's taken a few clothes off, but that's about it. You know, she's not no. And she basically just gives you a envelope. He said, she says, like, I don't want you to read that until I'm gone, okay?
Oh yeah, you're leaving, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
do you think we should open the door? Alice has been up there for quite a while.
She can wait a little longer.
He's like, she's like, oh no, okay. I just wish I was well enough to take this further, but like, I have several bullet holes at the moment, so.
It happens.
I understand that.
And I think doing anything like this with you, big guy, is going to take some aspirin and a harness, and like pat you on the head.
Oh god.
Sure, it's just not going to really kind of understand. He's just going to kind of like kind of look off in the distance.
you look wistfully at your book of your the little train that could, and you're like, oh, simpler times in your head. All right. So
all right. Well, let's let's get you to a doctor. I'll let Alice in, see what she wants. So you might want to get a little more decent, I suppose.
She's like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Give me a second. And she can't even get out of bed. You know what I mean? She's like quite, you know, where she like puts her jacket on and it's like, no, she gets underneath the covers a bit more and just pulls them up around her.
Yeah, Shirk's gonna open the door.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, Alice, you see two very embarrassed, flushed people in front of you.
I generally just sort of act as if it's nothing, but sort of like as I walk in, I sort of give Shuruk a sort of little nudge, and not like a sort of playful or like knowing wink, but a sort of like, you know, good on you kind of like acknowledgement.
Okay, yeah, sure. She's gonna go. So, what's up, Alice?
The ship was badly damaged in our escape, and and Mara wants to access the money put aside for sort of fuel and stuff that came with the job.
To fix it?
Yes, yeah, to fix it and like pay expenses.
She just like rubs her eyes and goes, yeah, top pocket in my coat over there.
Thank you. Yeah, I sort of get details. Is it like a piece of paper or like a stick or just?
It's just credit. This is a stick with details on it. A USB stick, it looks like.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I sort of fish it out and it's good to see that you're back in the land of the living.
She says, yeah, it's been an exhilarating couple of minutes.
Minutes?
Thank you, David. Yes, well, I'm sure you'll whatever. I'll see you when you're up and about. Then I sort of just like, yeah, leave. Once again, giving Shurk like a bit of a nudge.
leave awkwardly.
Shurk, you come back and she says, listen, I'm not feeling that good. I'm gonna go for a lie down. Could you carry me to my room?
Sure. Anything
Okay.
you need.
Alright, so you do that and like literally like the scene from The Bodyguard, like everyone turns around in the cockpit and just turns around and you can see like Shurk like walking across the hallway with like this woman in his arms and he just like that,
Wrapped in a sheet.
Yeah, wrapped in a sheet, yeah. Just like, yeah. You guys react however you want to react, if you do want to.
And Bart kind of just looks at them and says, "Is she okay tomorrow?"
Probably. I'm sure she's fine, or she'd still be in the med bay. I just
Okay.
kind of, yeah.
I think
Just gotta
Mara's
turn
lost
back
some-
to what I'm doing.
Lost some respect for Lucia. It's like, you know.
What?
Has Mara lost some respect for Lucia or?
I don't know, I think Mara actually likes Lucia more than she used to because
Oh.
she has like a mild racism against Keraton.
Hmm.
It's kind of more like like she actually acknowledges her race's bullshit, which Mara likes, and like kind of wishes more of them thought that way. At least that's what I think she would think.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say goes. It's your character, so.
Well, yeah,
Um.
but I don't know if that'll count against me, like not behaving like my
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it does.
traits will. Okay.
It does. It just means you might lose the trait, which is kind of good because.
Oh.
In fact, I'll roll for that now. Let's see if you lose the trait. On a 4+, you lose the trait. You don't. You still have like a mild a mild, racism towards Keratam. But you're not. The next check you need to do for it will be like a 3+ now, because
Okay.
As long as something happens, that. So, you have all of the things that you need, Mara. So.
Oh, okay. So, I guess we'll go in and see about getting repairs and supplies.
Okay. We don't actually need to go on costs because it goes straight to the cred shit. So.
Yeah.
It's expensive though, because a lot of the damage they didn't actually know what caused it, so they have a hard time repairing it. And you guys are there for a few days, so if you want to pay for anything or buy anything or do anything, now would be the time.
Well, seeing as how we haven't been paid yet, I don't know how much. Yeah, I don't have a lot of money to spend on anything.
Maybe
Got like 100 credits.
Maybe like food and fuel and whatnot.
Well, that was also covered.
Yeah, well, just say that we got it so it can be noted.
Okay.
So we're restocked on that, I suppose.
Cool. So you guys head out the last day, and Mara, just roll. Oh yes, we've got to go back to where you got the mission from. So put you all on the map, the old galaxy map here. Okay, so you're heading back to here, and you are here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. Yeah,
Okay.
4 jumps.
All right.
One at a time.
Oh.
Okay, it just fails.
Okay. So 4 more.
No, you need 1, 2, yeah, 4 more, yeah. Fine. So, that's going to cost you around half of your fuel. So you're going to need to refuel as soon as you leave. Because your next refueling will not, be covered by them. And you come back to the station where Equality First are. And you can see Lucia. She's like got a spring and a step, and her and Shuruk have been spending a lot of time together on the way back and stuff. And you've all been chilling out in the common area and having a good time and stuff, and celebrating being alive, basically. And the final day comes around where it's time for her to leave, and she goes around the crew and just thanks you all for making sure that she's safe and things. And she basically just says, as you're all like just waiting for the rep, and because you've landed on the station and you're just waiting for them to come to you, so you're in the cargo hold, and she basically says, I just can't thank you all enough for like making sure I'm okay and I'm safe, and for protecting me these past couple of days. It's been, I wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for you. I never knew it'd be like this, people would plan to kill me, and we got you guys to take the job, and we didn't think anything like this would happen, but thank you for protecting me and being there.
I'm going to respond to that. I'm not going to respond to that.
Everyone's just like crying, or just like...
Just going very quiet.
Well, Caesar hates Keraton. Mara's really awkward.
Like, Caesar's racist. Yeah, Caesar's racist Keraton, so like, he's not gonna say that's okay for protecting you. Like, it was just a job, so
maybe no.
That's why he could have.
Okay.
Well, or Alice?
I speak on behalf of all of us. We're sincerely happy that you're alive, and we were able to, keep you from, well, not from being harmed, obviously, but for protecting you.
Okay. she basically says, I've left a little something for each of you that I bought on the station in the living area. So when you go back, make sure you have a look. That's just from me. This is a personal thank you above your pay. And the door's like open behind her. She goes, I guess I better go. Somebody want to meet me out? Like, cause. You know.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys see Shuruk walk to the end of take her bags and walk to the end of the gangplank, towards the shutter doors, that just massive doors, and a few quality first reps come on board, and walk towards you guys to pay you, and she just like gives Shuruk a kiss on the cheek and just says, "Remember to read that letter, okay?"
Okay. There's no way I can interest you in coming along with us, huh?
He says, my work's here, I've got to get back to it. Look, just read the letter, okay? We'll see each other again soon, I promise.
Okay. Be safe. You know how to get in touch with me if anything happens.
I will. Don't worry. And just like, you go to like look away and she just goes, oh fuck this, and just kisses you on the lips for once and then just like leaves with her bags. Like hurriedly because she's just like really embarrassed. And then like goes away.
Shurik's gonna walk back towards the ship and kind of like, I don't know, brushing his lip a little, like kind of happy and kind of sad at the same time.
Yeah.
Sad she's gone, happy that, he got to experience that.
Yeah. So you guys are paid fully for your services. So add that to your treasury, so to speak. And they've given you a complimentary refueling as well. So the ship is A-OK, it's up to spec, and she is fueled up as well.
How much money was it?
Let's have a little look-see.
I thought it was I think it was 2, but I'm not sure.
And what are we doing? Are we like just splitting all of it evenly, or are we just like, just gonna put it in a quote-unquote treasury and just take what we need from it, or whatever? I'm not sure how you guys want to do that.
Well, I don't know. I have dependents, so I meant to take a percentage of what I earn and give it to them. So,
I don't have it written down anywhere where we.
I think it was 200k between the.
Sounds about right.
The 5 of us.
Yeah, it was either 150 or 200.
It was 200 because the next one is above that. Yeah, 200.
Okay. So, right. Yeah, I think we should just split the money, just because of like dependence, and we can always chip in equally afterwards, can't we? So there's no dick that's going to refuse to pay for fuel. Like,
well,
we're all reasonable people.
Yeah,
I hope anyway.
Yeah, but does Frank have like even sort of a concept of money? Sort of maybe for him, we sort of put it in sort of a fund or something.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they handed him the money. He has no idea what they've given him. If you guys ask, say you need money from him, you're just gonna have to explain to him what it means. So, it'll come up.
I don't know. I don't think I would have, sat there and thought, oh, maybe he doesn't know what money is. Like, I just kind of assume that everyone knows what money is.
Well, sort of like Alice would probably sort of assume that as well, but at the same time, like she just knows that like he's so odd anyway that she almost says it in like a joking manner.
Oh.
Like, sort of. Well, yeah, he's.
I mean,
do you even know what money is? And he's just gonna look at you with like his head kind of cocked to the side.
Shurik's gonna kind of question. Like, I mean, we never totally said that this guy was even part of our crew. He just, he just came with us. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just like, he just came with us, and now it's like we're gonna split the pay with him. Like he kind of like questioned it, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cold. After he helped.
Well, Well, no, he not that he's not grateful or anything, but like you were never like said to be part of our crew.
We might need to have like a talk or something so we know how things stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like from since the beginning, it was like I just need to get off this planet. It was never here. Let me be a part of your crew. You know what I mean?
Kind of like, a passenger as things stand.
Yeah,
so.
like not that Shurik wouldn't.
For the rest of the session, we'll do your gifts and stuff and the wind down from the mission, and then we will also do the meeting where you guys decide whether Frost is actually part of the crew, or whether he's not. And you can freely vote for no if you want. It's up to you. Yeah, that's what you'll do. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do next? Do you want to do that, or do you want to
check to see what Lucia left? I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll go from left to right. So, Mara, you see like a purple, bright purple box with your name on it.
Yay!
Like a little box.
I am going to open it.
Okay.
Does it have like a note or anything on it? Or
there's a little note inside and a bag.
Okay. What does the note say?
And the note just says, just thought I'd pick these up. Just thanks for being the best pilot in all the galaxy. Like a wink.
Yay! Best pilot in all the galaxy. She's gonna kind of think about that for a minute and then continue to open it.
Right, you find like a pair of gloves, like fingerless gloves, with like a neuro network on them. So they're basically they got gel on the inside. But it's inside, so it doesn't like rub against your skin or anything. But like reads electronic signals from your brain, and you put them on the actual steering apparatus of the ship, and it allows you much quicker reflexes. So it gives you another 2 rerolls to jump. So when you're jumping, actually no. When you're flying the ship, it makes no sense that you do it when you're jumping with your hands. So there we go.
Okay. Yay.
Alice.
Mm-hmm.
You open yours. There's no like note in there. It's just a really tight-fitting black dress, and inside there's a note that just says, "This was one of mine, but I think it would look much better on you. Kiss 0, kiss 0, kiss 0."
Mm-hmm. I sort of, that's quite cool. I like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Frost, you actually do have one there. It is actually one there.
He's gonna kind of look at it and like kind of like put it around his hands, and then he'll probably see it's like wrapped up.
Yeah.
I assume. So he's gonna, if he sees a seam in paper, he's gonna kind of like pull at it and open it up slowly.
Okay. It's actually quite a big box. It's like, but you open it and there is a change of clothes in there, like an actual, honest to God set of clothes.
Holy crap, he's got clothes.
Yeah, and there is also a book. It's basically Reader's First Book of Latin there for you. And there is also a mug there that just says, what was it? Hang on, let me just check. It goes, Oh yeah, I love Saiyan. It's got just I heart Saiyan on it, and basically a note just basically explaining like, I know you're probably not used to this. You're not really, you're very quiet, very introverted, but you saved a lot of people that day. So I thought that you deserved something that's just going to give you a bit of pride in who you are, and because you're obviously a good person, if you can put your life on the line for other people. So I got you these things, and if you ever need any help, and she's giving you like a contact from one of the advocates at the Diversity First, who are adept at getting people work and getting people, shit like that.
Yeah. He's gonna take that note over to try to find Mara so she can read it to him.
Oh yeah, so Mara's just read that out for you if you want. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
He's just kind of brought
Yeah,
all this
I'll
stuff
read it.
over to Mara and just kind of like showed it to her, and like showed her the note and asked her what it says.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll read it.
Alright, so now you know what it says.
And he's gonna like kind of like take it and smile and go back to his room.
And the armor is basically... What was the stuff that she gave you? That was... There we go. Yeah, it wasn't heavy armor or anything like that. It was... Come on... There you go, street operative gear. So you got like armor save value of 4, worth 250 credits. Actually, no. Shadow Corp gear. It was Shadow Corp gear. So armor save value of 3 and a life ward save of 5, 450 credits. Which is quite well off. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have armor now.
Yeah. Caesar, yours is basically like a black box. And you can open it if you want, or you can leave it since you're a racist and you don't really. To you.
He considers just like picking it up and just throwing it straight in the trash compactor, but he might open it tentatively and then decide whether he wants to throw it away or not.
Okay.
Because it may be a bomb, but it may be something. It's unlikely to be a bomb.
You basically open it and it's a data book, similar to what Frost got, but it's a data book on interspecies relations and how everyone should get along, and and basically it's a book on diplomacy, and then there's also a book in there which is how to make friends. That's also and there was also a replica of a Tualan, which is a drain ceremonial blade. It's not an actual one because you can't get them; they're not sold. You get them when you're old enough to get them when you're a drain, but it's like a replica, same size but a replica.
Okay. He'll probably keep the blade, but does he have an address for Lucia?
Not yet,
Like
no.
it's-
No.
He might try and find an address, and like, I think what he'd plan to do would be to put the data books in a trash compactor, then scoop up the remaining crap that's left and put it in a box, and then send it back to her with a note just saying, "Thanks for the gift." And that would probably be his response. But keep this on.
Okay.
Way to make friends or something like that.
Sure. But basically, do you want to open yours there, or do you want to open it?
He's gonna, I don't know, go to his room and open
Right.
anything from her.
So basically, you get like a. There is a framed picture of you two, of like you and her. That she took one time on a on her wrist device. Like she just basically took it as you guys were just. I think it was of. There's a few pictures in there of the night when you guys were drinking around the bar in the ship. We're actually just. So yeah, she's got a few, and the ones with you on there, like there's a lot with just you and her, just like smiling at the camera and stuff. And
Before he face planted.
Yeah, and there is a voiding kit, which is basically an injector that you use to immediately sober yourself up after you've been drinking. So you basically just go and it sobers you up. And there is a really useless but cool leather jacket, like a length coat, thing. Because she basically noticed that you've always got armor on and stuff, and you never got anything casual to wear. You're always going around in this fucking massive gear, and dressing gown in there as she got you, and a fresh pair of bed sheets because she'd been sleeping in your room the past couple of days. And there is also the note, and the note is basically, it just says, I just want you to know that I came on the ship not expecting anything like this to happen with somebody, and it was absolutely fantastic, one of the best times of my life, and here are my contact details, and she gives you like her full contact details. And she says, if you're ever around Apollo again, just drop me a line, come and say hello, and stay in touch, and I'll see you soon. I will see you soon. We can always talk on the vids, we can always, when you're out there doing whatever it is you do in your crazy life, but, just stay in touch, and I'll see you soon. And I kiss, lots of, like, literally loads of them at the bottom of it. So...
yeah, sure, cool. Put the picture frame up on like a nightstand or a dresser or something with the note folded up, kind of tucked into it. And yeah, he'll put on the snazzy leather jacket.
Okay.
And walk out and show everyone.
Yeah, it's actually white, and it's got like, it's of keratin make, so it's like it's white, and it's got like all different like sequins on it and stuff, and it's actually got like there's actually like Madonna lyrics stenciled into the inner stitching, and then there's like Rick Astley lyrics on the other side.
Oh, no.
Like, yeah. No, but Shurux is like, it's his thing though, isn't it? So he's out there and he's strutting around and that.
Alice will try not to vomit.
How successful will she be?
Actually, yeah, I think Shrek's gonna go up to Alice and say, "What do you think, Alice? Does it suit me well?"
It looks great on you.
Oh, you think so? I do too.
Yeah, really, really good.
Is that
Obviously,
equal to my moral fiber rolls?
Alright, so what do you guys need to do next? We probably need to sort out what's going on with Frost.
Yeah.
Town hall meeting.
You gonna have Frost there? You're gonna like send Frost to his room for a minute?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna.
I'd say send them away at first and then call them after.
Well, I was gonna ask Shirk and Alice what they thought, because like if they thought we should tell Caesar what we found out about him last session, or like.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
I would say so.
Yeah. We
Okay.
should.
Yeah, let's have a discussion.
So we'll
just
talk
the
to
four
Caesar.
of us at first.
Okay, I'm a bit worried now. What is it? What have you got to tell me?
Alright, so Silas and I were doing some research while you and Frost were out about since we don't know much about him. And so what we found out, well, we also found some information from Varys too. Varys was telling me that Blackstar was taking people who were talented at channeling and doing experiments on them. It was originally started by Alistair when he was with Blackstar in order to make him more powerful, but once they left, Alistair tried to shut that down. But I guess they were still doing experiments, so people just kept getting abducted who were good with channeling and then turning up under Blackstar. And so we think Frost might be one of those people.
Okay.
Yeah, they also brainwash them, things like that. So.
Okay. So, well, he sounds a bit like a victim in this situation, really. I mean, so I almost feel sorry for the guy. Actually,
he definitely does sound like a victim, but at the same time, he could also be a liability. Like we don't know much about him. Like he did help us out quite a bit, and I will commend him for that. But given the whole brainwashing scenario, like you never know if he could like turn on us on a dime.
But at the same time, I don't think we could really sort of drop him off anywhere with a clear conscience. Because
Yeah.
I
That's
don't.
also a very good point.
Because he doesn't really sort of have anywhere else to go but here, and I don't know about you, but like I don't know anyone who would, sort of take care of him to sort of the degree that he probably should.
I mean, the only thing is on the note that he got from Lucia, that Mara read to him, something about a contact, but I don't know. Like, I'm conflicted personally, because like I said, he did help us out quite a bit. He was proven to be an asset, but given the information that we got, he could also be a liability, and I just don't want it to come back and bite us in the end, have one of us end up dead.
Yeah, I mean,
Or all
I
of
don't
us.
think personally. Yeah, I don't think personally that he's capable of double crossing us. I think, he is a liability, but that would be a case if he lost control. I mean, while we were on Cyan, he came very, very close to losing control and killing me and a whole swathe of, militia and civilians that were around us. But I think as long as we're there to keep him in line, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, like I really don't think he would willingly, try to hurt us. It's like if it was in fact brainwashed, like maybe like a, I don't know, like a sleeper agent type thing, like if Black Star ever got a hold of him again, who knows what could happen. If we do take him on, I definitely suggest we keep an eye on him.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
We definitely need to keep an eye on him.
Maybe, just the more we talk about this, the more it sounds like keeping him with us is the safest option for him and for other people.
Yeah,
definitely. I'd agree with that. So, then, is that what we're saying, or are we saying that he's a passenger under observation? Because I don't know how we're talking about it.
Well, like, sort of, I would say sort of for him to be sort of a crew member, he almost needs to sort of have something to do on the ship. But then,
He's a channeler. He actually kept the shields up one time when we needed it. So there's that at least.
Okay, then I would say that there's a job for him, and I personally, I think, would see him as a somewhat dysfunctional member of the crew, but a member of the crew nonetheless.
I agree. I think if he's got a role to play, then we can't really exclude him from the crew, and we do need a shield technician very badly.
Although, so for his sort of with his money, well, his cut of the money, maybe we should sort of, I don't know, put it to one side for him, or do you think we should instead sort of buy things for him with that money?
That's a good question.
I think
he was looking pretty confused when you handed him that credit early. Those minutes.
I'd say since Mara, like he trusts Mara the most, maybe she can help him with whatever he needs. I don't know. That might be a burden for you.
Maybe.
But
well, sort of, or do we sort of all sort of chip in? Because otherwise, then sort of Mara goes from pilot to, well, I don't want to say babysitter.
no. Yeah. I suppose.
Maybe we should talk to him about it. Maybe if Mara, because you can get through to him better than the rest of us, maybe if you try and explain the concept of money. I know it sounds crazy because, we're brought up with credits, but maybe if you try and explain, the exchange system and everything, he might have a better idea of what he wants to do with the money, the credits, perhaps. I mean, if we get nothing from him, then we can just decide what to do for him. But maybe.
Yeah, I think we should talk to him about all of this. I just wanted you, Caesar, to know that what we found out while you guys were gone, so that you're not going into this. You know.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go into anything and accept him as a member of the crew without knowing all the information. So yeah, thank you for doing that. It's bit me in the ass before, so.
I think we're all on the same page then, is what we would like to do with him. But hearing what he would have to say, what he might want to do, would definitely be in order before a final decision's made. So we can go ahead and bring him in.
Yeah.
Ask him what he wants.
Alright, Frost is actually downstairs with a book that he had. And because you've seen people on communication devices a lot, he's just like, hello.
I'm just pressing at it, trying to figure out how it works.
Hello? Hello. And that sort of thing, constantly. And he's been doing that for quite a while. And so by the time Shuruk goes down there to get him, he just opens the door and you just see Frost is going, hello! 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 And they're trying to get it to work.
57.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at you while he's got the thing up and just kind of say, "It doesn't work," and kind of point it towards you.
Okay, well, we'll get Caesar to fix it. But could you come with me for a moment? We all would like to talk to you.
Okay, and he's gonna kind of tuck it under his into his arms and walk with you. He's still he still has the blanket on him.
Shurik's gonna look over to him and say, "You don't need to be afraid of me. I've got the feeling, since you've been with us, that you were somewhat afraid of me. Yeah, you don't need to be. I won't harm you."
He's gonna still be very quiet, but he's gonna say okay, and then he'll walk a little bit closer to you, but he's still he's not next to you, but he's not as far away from you as he has been.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Just follow me. Just around the corner over here. We're all just gonna have a little chat.
Alright. You know what? Actually, first, I'd like to ask Frost a few questions. Which, I tried to while we were on the run, but it really wasn't the time. So, I'm just going to say, so when we ran into you on Relic, what were you trying to get away from? Why did you want off of the planet so badly? Other than the obvious reasons.
I didn't want to go back.
Back where?
He's gonna kind of show you his arm with the label.
Okay.
And I don't remember exactly. Was it a barcode or something?
Yeah, it's basically a barcode that said subject FR057 under it, kind of just as a label.
I wonder if we could scan it with something, see if that will give us any information. Not right now, but maybe.
Yeah, maybe Caesar can do it in the future.
Yeah,
I could certainly try.
Okay. Do you think anyone is coming after you?
He's gonna he's just gonna look at you and he's gonna kind of look down. I don't know.
All right.
I ran away. I ran away from the place that they had me. I ran away and I got onto a ship and it crashed there and stuck.
Does anyone else have anything to ask him?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, the obvious question So we're considering making you a part of our group. I kind of wanted to know how you felt about it because, you just were telling us you just wanted to get away. You just wanted to get away from Relic. And you are away, and you're with us, and you have helped us. And we want to know if you would like to join us and what your input is.
Yeah.
He's gonna
would you like
kind
to
of
stay here?
When you say stay here, he's been slightly scooting closer to Mara, and when you say stay here, he starts nodding, rather a bit enthusiastically.
Well, it seems that he wants to take his place amongst us. So, anyone have any objections? Anything they want to ask?
No.
No. Alice is just Cradle, that was just like sort of giving, well, just like a sort of like trying to give him like a comforting smile, just because she knows he isn't most comfortable around her.
Well, Shirk's going to stand up and look at 57 and hold out his hand and say, "Well, welcome aboard."
He's gonna kind of look around at everybody and then like shakily take his hand.
Yeah, then Shirk's going to give him like a handshake. And,
Okay. We'll
yeah.
You guys all celebrate with a few drinks and you head back to your rooms before you get away from Apollo, just because you go to a random station just to lock in for the night. And the last thing we're going to see is everyone's like going to bed or going to do their own thing. And Shirok just goes up to the galaxy map and sees all the pings on the galaxy map of where jobs are, and he looks at the one called Protection and just goes, it's like, he's a bit sad, and he just deletes it. And that's where we'll end the session. This goes like that and just deletes.
Aww.
Oh.
Okay,
No.
there we are.
Yeah.
Session finished for this week.
It's a good session.
Yeah, good session.
That was good.
Most deaf.
And I didn't get sent off the crew.
So that's going to be that, and yeah. So next week be session 10, which is good. Which it's going to be a good session. I hope. Hopefully, I'm in the midst of writing it right now, so it should be good.
On a side note, I was kind of curious. Were we still headed towards what was it, Tacton, for Shurik's little side mission thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We also
Yeah,
got that in an email, didn't we?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were on the
I'll
way
send you
to it.
another darknet message because you're still around Apollo, so it'll be the Apollo darknet. So you'll be getting a little email about that. Yeah, that's it for this session.
Cool.
Go,
Alright.
my children, go.
Yay.
Speak to you guys later on stream and things.
Bye-bye.